Who am I? You sure you want to know?
We haven't even met yet.
One's missing.
How did this asshole get out? Genetic super spider builds drunken web.
I guess the researchers are working on that one.
Because that's what they do when they remove spiders. Instead of taking the little glass box thing that they're in for easy transport, they scoop them out with a mason jar and then go do research on them.
Parker.
Star Wars?
Incorrect.
Could that be Indiana Jones?
Yeah.
Yeah!
No way!
Indiana Jones.
It felt, if I had to guess after that second, I would have said Indiana Jones.
Oh!
Is that Indiana Jones?
Word!
Another one under the bed. Wait, this actually looks kind of cool. I don't think I've said hello to you yet. So hey, how's it going? Hope you're less tired than I am. Under the bed. I don't know if there's any sound, so I've turned it up. So there may be some screams right now. Move, pause and focus and interaction. Okay, let's play. Is this me? Wake up. Oh.
Know how to deal with it. I tried speaking with him, but he only responded in loud noises. I kept checking if he was with someone outside, but he was alone. There weren't any cars in the parking lot, so I assumed he walked. He stood there for so long, looking up at the ceiling and making noises, that I tried to get him out by handing him a bag of chips and telling him he can go. I tried finding some kind of number to call for someone to help him. Then, out of nowhere, he finally turned around and walked out of the store. I felt so horrible for the man, but at the same time, I felt a bit creeped out. About an hour later, the phone on the counter rang. I picked up to hear the familiar yelling sounds of the man from earlier. It caught me off guard. I didn't know what to think.
Emotional and relational aspects of the film, it feels a little bit like we're retreading themes of the previous two films in regards to Peter and Mary Jane's relationship, Harry's anger, as well as the death of Uncle Ben. But where I think the movie really suffers is that there's too many villains in the film and the plot lines don't fully connect properly. A big part of that is that Sam Raimi's openly stated he did not want to do the Venom storyline, but the studio
stories, last FNAF theory, I was at the lowest of lows. The survival logbook threw a lot of weird curveballs into the lore that I don't think anyone was really expecting. Reveals like Michael Afton being the bite victim were interesting, but also really difficult to explain away. And that's where things sat until now. With both the release of the final FNAF book, The Fourth Closet, and what seems to be the final FNAF game, Super FNAF Brothers Ultimate. They're all here. And now with both these releases, we're finally in a position to see all the puzzle pieces we're working with, which means one last examination of the franchise from top to bottom, starting.
Back then, we didn't expect to be able to swing around willy-nilly because games just weren't ready for that yet. And while I love this stuff as much as the next guy, I still think there's value in a more linear Spider-Man game. I feel like so many of the modern Spider-Man games have used the New York sandbox as kind of a crutch. I much prefer my games to have well-designed levels as opposed to a giant open world with nothing to do in it. And this game has lots of unique levels. No two levels are the same. In the first level, you rescue hostages and dispose of a bomb. In the second level, you fight Scorpion and run away from cops in a crazy rooftop chase. Then you fight Rhino, have a race against Venom, fight sewer dinosaurs, save Mary Jane from an elaborate death trap, fight...
Big, they'll drop you right into episode 19, part 1 of 2, without wasting a second on who anyone is or why you should care. Because let's face it, you're either on this hype train by now, or the Winter Soldier using Rocket Raccoon as a sidearm won't mean shit to you. Don't you see? They're both cyborgs rebelling against their destructive programming to do Dad, why aren't you listening to me?
Are you yawning?
All all your favorite heroes are here. Like Tony Stark, the scientist who finds out magic exists and takes it in stride.
He came here to steal a necklace from a wizard.
But literally can't even when another quippy guy with a goatee shows up.
What is your job exactly besides making balloon animals?
Star-Lord, whose entire first movie was completely undone.
We'd like to express our profound gratitude for your help in saving Xandar.
He decimated Xandar.
And takes it in stride. But literally can't even when another buff guy with blonde hair shows up.
You mocking me? He's trying to copy it.
Captain America, who heroically accepts his reduced role as guy who knows a guy.
Can we do that?
Not me, not here. I know someone.
Leaf in the wind?
No. You mean to tell us you have never seen a turd blowing in the wind?
No, that's not really a thing. I mean, maybe at the zoo? If the monkey throws his poop?
Yes! See? Like that. You will be like monkey poop in the wind.
Nobody says that.
Okay, let's try something else. We will eat your arms and your legs, and no one will find your toe.
And this completely vapid just quote right underneath him. So here's the thing, guys. I'm not really upset with Nike. I'll get to Nike in a minute. And when it comes to Colin Kaepernick is a drop in the ocean. We will forget about this as time goes on, just as we forgot about him kneeling during the national anthem until Trump brought it up. Then it just came up, oh, Colin Kaepernick is relevant again. It's the same thing like David Hogg and the rest of these fools. So where my contention lies isn't with Kaepernick, and it's not with Nike. Where my contention lies is with the quote. That quote is so vapid, just so bereft of any signs of intelligence that it's painful. Can someone explain something to me today? I'm a little slow. I'm a little off today. So riddle me this, Batman. What the hell did Colin Kaepernick sacrifice? I honestly believe that the great detective himself, the Dark Knight, couldn't solve that one. Let me remind you guys that this man opted out of his contract, all right? They were trying to negotiate. He said no.
Practice. This paper was written by 3 doctors and 2 professors, but I do give it a 50% chance of being a hoax. As you know, in many cases these days, it's impossible to distinguish a parody from something that liberals actually believe, because they're that crazy. But we did just have 3 scholars who came forward and admitted that they wrote fake research papers and submitted them to gender studies journals to see if they would publish their nonsense, and of course, they did. This from the Wall Street Journal. The 3 academics call themselves left-leaning liberals, yet they're dismayed by what they describe as a grievance studies takeover of academia, especially its encroachment into the sciences. I think that certain aspects of knowledge production in the United States have been corrupted, one of them said. Anyone who questions research on identity, privilege, and oppression risks accusations of bigotry. So this investigation into the effects of memes on people's health may be a parody, but it's impossible to tell because liberals are this crazy. One of the examples...
Told you. You have a strong host, but not strong enough.
Holy freaking crap! No way! No way! Oh my goodness! Yo, go! Go! Ah! Yo, please, Marshall Folk!
The greatest play ever! No!
Oh my gosh! What? Yo! Oh my goodness! Bro! The craziest Whatever. Yo, I hit the back juke. Guys. There's no way. I can't even breathe. What the heck just happened? Oh my goodness. Yo, drop a like for that, man. My legs are shaking.